Okay. So are we gonna ever talk about what happened in the other review?
I don't know. I really don't know.
The fact that fucking Jason showed up during my fucking review and almost tried to kill me. And the fact that you left me alone, damn it.
I'm sorry. I had to step away for a minute. It was not my fault.
Well, what the hell was that?
I don't know. I have no idea.
Well, there's always the grave of Charles Lee Ray. You want to go pay his ass a visit?
Uh-oh. Okay.
This is our review for Child's Play. Playtime's over. Enjoy the review. What's going on, you guys? I am, as always, Mr. Grimreaper 512. He is
Dark Knight 7, what's up?
And we are going to welcome to another edition of Rip from the Silverscreen.
Alright.
Tonight, we're going to take a look at the 1988 classic Child's Play. And how Chucky began his long career as a fucking killer.
Killer doll, to be exact.
Yeah. Alright, so those of you who have no idea what the fuck Child's Play is, it was the very first movie
in the Child's Play series.
Yeah, in the Child's Play series. So basically, at the beginning of the whole idea is this: Child's Play happens when Charles Lee Ray, played by the legendary
Brad Dourif.
Yeah, Brad Dourif, played by Brad Dourif. He's on the run.
Yeah.
And stuff like that in Chicago after a failed robbery. So Charles gets killed. I guess he gets shot. I believe. Yeah, he gets shot. He gets shot. So while he is dying, he gets transferred. He transfers his soul into the doll, which would be Chucky.
It was a good guy doll.
Yeah. And using a Haitian voodoo spell. Do you remember what the spell was?
It's been such a long time.
Clatolimbella, give me the power, I beg of you. Sorry, I had to do that.
It's alright, sorry.
But yeah, he says that. So yeah, he turns into the fucking doll
that we know as Chucky.
Yeah, that we know as Chucky.
Yes.
So this movie started the Child's Play franchise.
That's right.
Which has gone on for a while now.
They've
made quite a few movies. The first film was directed by Tom Holland. It was written by Don Mancini, John Lafia, and Tom Holland.
Of course.
The story is also by Dan Mancini. The film stars Catherine Hicks, Chris Sarandon, and the lovable Brad Dourif.
Correct.
As Chucky. So yeah. So basically that's what happened. So the next day we see Karen Barclay. unknowingly purchased the doll that Chucky has transferred into him.
Peddler.
And we see for the first time, we see Andy. Now, Andy, you know his history.
Yes.
With Chucky.
Oh boy.
We thought that he died. We thought that he died in part 3. I think, was it part 3 or was it part 2 that we thought he died?
I think it was 3. I don't remember.
I have no idea.
But anyway, so yeah, he's 6 years old at the time here.
Yeah.
And
so later on, Karen's friend Maggie babysits Andy. She then turns on the TV and tells Andy to go to bed, but she quickly finds Chucky sitting back in the living room with the television on. Andy insists he did not touch the television or put Chucky in the living room, but Maggie does not believe him. After tucking Andy and Chucky into bed, bad choice, lady.
Here we go.
Maggie is hit in the face with a hammer by an unseen assailant and falls out the window to her death. The police search the apartment and Detective Norris deems Andy a suspect. Why?
I don't get it.
When it was the fucking doll.
Well, we don't know that yet.
Yeah, we don't know that yet. Okay. Ooh. Oh, sorry, guys.
Hang on, we almost clicked on something there. Yeah. So let's see here.
So, okay. Where was I? Oh, okay.
Karen orders Mike.
So Karen orders Mike and the police leave once they complete their investigation. Before going to bed, Andy says that Chucky has been talking to him and said that Maggie got what she deserved. Karen is upset and tells Andy to stop lying.
Okay.
Okay. The next morning, Chucky orders Andy to skip school and take the Chicago L downtown. While Andy is distracted, Chucky sneaks into Eddie's lair, turning off a stove pilot light but turning up the gas. Eddie becomes paranoid at the noises in his apartment and shoots the stove, causing the house to blow up. Andy, once again a suspect, is taken from Karen and placed in psychiatric hospital.
Oh my gosh.
That night, Karen goes home with the Chucky doll. Karen takes a good guy box Chucky came in and a pack of batteries fall out. She realized Chucky has been functioning without batteries.
Whoa.
This is my favorite part of the movie, by the way.
Here we go.
Karen picks Chucky picks Chucky back and demands that he speaks to her. She then turns on the fire set and threatens to throw him in. Chucky springs to life and starts attacking Karen and even biting her arm. Chucky escapes from the apartment while Karen runs after him, but she is too late to catch him. Karen finds Mike at the station and alerts Mike about the fact that Andy really was telling the truth and shows him the bite mark that Chucky made. Mike does not believe her and leaves. As Mike drives home, Chucky appears in the backside and tries to strangle Mike using a cord, but Mikey burns Chucky's cheek with a cigarette lighter. Mike, struggling to drive what Chucky is trying to kill him, accidentally hits a dumpster, flipping the car upside down. Chucky escapes the vehicle and Mike shoots Chucky in the side of the chest, but he escapes. After that, Mikey finally believes Karen and decides to help her. Chucky is shocked that the bullet hurt him, so he goes to John Bishop, who taught him the chant, which Chucky used to chant for evil. John tells Chucky that the longer he stays in the doll, the more human he will become. Ignoring Chucky's pleas for help, John attempts to make a call, but Chucky tortures John, breaking John's leg and arm with a voodoo doll of him, and John finally tells him that he has to transfer his soul to the first person he revealed his true identity to, which is Andy. Chucky stabs the voodoo doll in the chest, wounding John, and goes to find Andy. Karen and Mike enter John's apartment and discover the scene. Before John succumbs to his injuries from Chucky, John tells them that although Chucky is a doll, he has a heart as well, and his heart is fully human and vulnerable to fatal injury. Which is shocking because he's come back several times.
Indeed.
At the psychiatric hospital, Chucky steals the key to Andy's cell, but Andy is able to trick Chucky and escape his cell. Dr. Ardmore finds Andy in the surgery room and attempts to subdue him, but is killed by Chucky. Andy runs home but is followed by Chucky, who knocks him unconscious. Chucky prepares to possess Andy by beginning to chant, but Karen and Mike arrive and stop him before Chucky's soul is successfully transferred. Chucky tries to bite Karen again, but Mike throws Chucky against the wall. Chucky slashes Mike's leg with a knife and runs away, forcing Mike to chase him. Chucky reappears and hits Mike with a baseball bat, but Karen shoots Chucky in the knee. Karen attempts to fire again, only to discover that the gun is jammed. Wow. The wrong moment.
Exactly.
Allowing Chucky to attack her in the living room, Karen traps Chucky in the fireplace, and Andy drops a lit match in it, burning Chucky alive. Karen and Andy leave the room to help Mike, but heavily burned Chucky follows them and attempts to kill them. Karen shoots off his head, arm, and leg, and tries shooting him to death. Chucky is again presumed to be killed when he stops moving. Mike's partner, Jack Santos, arrives at the apartment. However, Jack disbelieves the trio's story until Chucky's body bursts through the vent duct next to Jack, tries to string him with his remaining hand. During the struggle, Karen tells Mike to aim and shoot at Chucky's heart, like John said. Mike does so and finally kills Chucky. Mike is taken outside by Karen and Jack, while Andy stays behind the stairs and stares at Chucky's burnt corpse before Karen returns for him, shutting the lights off and closing the door. And that's what ends the movie.
Exactly.
Whew, okay, let's talk about this evil motherfucker.
Oh god.
Okay. Okay, so Chucky. Brad Dourif played him good in this movie.
Yeah, Chucky wouldn't be Chucky without Brad Dourif.
No, he wouldn't. He would not. He would not at all. But yeah, I love the fact that Brad Dourif brought an evil presence to Chucky, and which made him one of the most. He calls himself, and he said it himself. Chucky S. He calls himself the so-called most psychotic killer, and he calls himself the most psychotic icon in the history of horror. Presumably,
yes.
But he's dead wrong, because I believe Jason is the most psychotic fucking killer in the history of horror.
We all have our opinions.
But that's neither here or there. I'm not going to argue with a killer doll.
No.
So yeah, basically, Chucky has seen his share of violent shit because he's caused it. There's a Child's Play where Andy is at military school.
Yep.
Apparently, and Chucky goes there to try to kill him.
Yep.
And then he tries to possess the little kid that's there, and stuff like that. I forget which one that one was. I forget. I think it was Child's Play 3.
I think so. Whoa.
We'll get to that later. But what I liked about this one is that this is what started. This is his origin story. If you think about it,
it all started.
Charles Lee Ray was a complete, and as a human being, was a complete scumbag. And something else that we never knew about. We never knew he had a girlfriend. Remember?
That's right.
Meg Tilly's character in the I think it was Bride of Chucky.
Yeah, Jennifer Tilly.
Yeah, Jennifer Tilly.
Yeah.
Meg Tilly, where the fuck did I get that from? But yeah, we had no idea he had a girlfriend.
No, we don't.
At this time.
Nope.
And stuff like that. We would find out maybe a decade later, maybe years later, because Bride of Chucky didn't come out until what, 98? I would have to say.
I would say around there. Right?
Maybe 98. I can be wrong, but I have no clue.
We'll go back here.
Let me see.
1998.
Yeah, so I was right. Okay. And yeah, so around 1998, we would come to find out Jennifer Tilly's character. I forget what her name was.
Oh God.
It started with an S.
Damn.
Let me see.
We'll bring it up when we're with this, guys.
Yeah, here it is. Okay, so we come to find out that
Maybe you can just click.
oh, Tiffany.
Tiffany.
That's her name. Her name was Tiffany. So we had no idea that Tiffany was the so-called girlfriend to Charles.
That's right.
But yeah, he let me go back to this one here where I was, and we'll go back to that later. Okay, so Chucky, I'm glad that what they did with him. I'm so happy that they got somebody to perform. When you see him walking, it's like a real person walking, and that's what's scary.
Yes.
That's what's scarier than a bag of hammers. But I love that. I love that a lot. I think that he, the little boy that played Andy, who would end up coming back, and I think he comes back in, I think it's either Seed of Chucky, or maybe the most recent ones. I know he's in Cult of Chucky.
Yeah.
And I think the other one is I forget what the other one was. The one before that one, where I guess his daughter. Apparently, it's his daughter or something like that.
Yeah.
I don't really remember all that much. Let me see here. Curse of Chucky. Okay. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, so her name was Nika. But I know the daughter of Brad Dourif played her.
Yeah.
Nika.
Yeah.
In Curse of Chucky. I think her name is Fiona Dorf.
That's it.
Let's see this real quick. So yeah, she does. Okay, so she does play the. You haven't seen this one yet, have you?
I don't think so. I've seen The Bride, I've seen The Seed, but I haven't seen The Curse yet.
We'll probably watch it later.
That's good.
But okay, let's go back to this one. All right, so what I liked about this was Andy. I like what Andy. You remember the part where he the part of the movie where he is where he lights his ass on fire. I forget what he tells him. For the life of me, it's gonna bother me all night.
Dang it.
But he tells him something. I forget what it was that he told them. He told that he did one last word to Chucky before he burned his ass alive. You remember what he said?
Oh God. Damn it.
Dude, it's gonna fuck me up tonight.
Damn.
But anyway, I thought that the kid did really good. Alex Vincent. I thought he did good as Andy.
Yeah, definitely.
And I think he would come back for later movies. He would come back for the later movies.
I think so too.
But all in all, I think Child's Play was the first film that started all for Chucky.
That's right.
And that started off his killing spree,
If you will.
if you will. And yeah, this was a classic movie. This was even though there was cheesy moments.
Yeah, there was, but
but even still, I loved this a lot.
Yeah.
And me and Dark Knight would agree.
I agree.
Give it a 10 out of 10.
Yes.
You damn right we're gonna give it one. We're gonna give it 10 out of 10 because this movie was fan-fucking-tastic. It was very good. I enjoyed it. I'm pretty sure you did too.
I did too. I certainly did.
Child's Play started the franchise. That would later become Chucky's legacy.
That's right. It did. And also put him in the ranks among the slashers, along with Michael Myers, Freddy Krueger, Jason. He's up in that genre. He's up in that group of, So that's what started that. So we recommend it. If you haven't seen it, check it out. What do you guys think about that? In our opinion, this is what we give it. Classic.
Yeah.
If you're looking for a horror movie, another horror movie taste, more horror movies use, well, Child's Play is your ticket.
You're right about that. And Child's Play is those kind of movies that it was the most because we've never seen something like this before.
Never.
A killer doll.
No.
We have never seen how. I love how practical the effects were.
Yeah.
With this, how they try to do what they needed to do. And by the way, this was before CGI. By the way.
Exactly.
But yeah, Child's Play is still one of those movies that kind of even then it kind of sort of fell off some people's radars.
Yeah.
A little bit. But it was still a good ass movie. And
Damn right.
Me and Dark Knight agree that it got 10 out of 10. But yeah, let us know in the comment section down below what y'all guys think. Which Child's Play movie did y'all like the most?
Indeed.
It can be any of the original. It can be any of the original movies or any of the recent
What have you?
So yeah, let us know in the comments down below. That's gonna be it for me. I'm Mr. Grimreaper 2.
I'm Dr. 997.
And we will see you all in the afterlife. Peace out.